Hello all, this is my second video on this channel where I will be talking a little bit about a vinyl record I've been lucky enough to acquire. This time around I'll be taking a look at Hero of Time, music from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And just to clarify, not every record I look at on this channel is going to be a video game soundtrack. I just really like video games and soundtracks. If there's any game that doesn't need an introduction, it's this one. Unfortunately, you're going to get one anyway. Ocarina of Time, developed by Nintendo, was released on the Nintendo 64 in 1998 and is regarded as one of the greatest games ever made, with a soundtrack to match. This release was published by labels Materia Collective and I Am 8-Bit in the United States on June 30th, 2017, and features two 12-inch 180-gram coloured discs which play at 33 rotations per minute. The original soundtrack was composed by Nintendo composer and sound designer Koji Kondo, who also worked on the Mario series and several other Zelda games generally by himself up until the release of Majora's Mask in 2000. This release, however, is a re-recording of the game's soundtrack performed by the Slovak National Symphony Orchestra. The Legend of Zelda series didn't get an orchestral score until Skyward Sword in 2011 on the Wii, so it's interesting to hear an orchestral take on such a classic soundtrack. I'd hesitate to call it better or worse, just different. Like the Silent Hill record in my previous video, the designers of this package have decided to keep things simple with the cover, which I can appreciate. It certainly wouldn't be as interesting if there was a lot more going on. It's simple, but immediately recognisable. Anyone who knows the games can see that, of course, this is the Ocarina of Time, and the gold detailing around the edges helps give it a bit of a premium look, and I feel this cover would look really good hung up on a wall in a frame. I'm particularly fond of the tiny Triforce printed on the inner sleeve, which lines up with the indent on the right side, and the fact that the ocarina shape has actually been cut out of the cover, meaning the design within it serves as the inner filling, which is a nice touch. The artwork for this release was done by Ryan Brinkerhoff, whose website I'll link in the description below. If you'd like to check out some of his other work, he's a very talented artist, so I think they chose the right person for the job here. The inside spread features some beautiful artwork of Hyrule Field, with several prominent locations from the game visible, such as Castle Town in the middle, Death Mountain on the right, and what I think is Lon Lon Ranch on the left, but I'm honestly not entirely sure. I like that the left side is day and the right side is night. Obviously it refers to the fact that the game contains a day and night cycle. All that's missing is some Star Children in the night half. One of the best details is the fact that each corner detailing has a small print of easily recognisable Zelda items such as a heart container, a bomb, fairy, and the ocarina itself, which is true for the front cover, the back cover, and the inside sleeves as well. The rear cover is simple like the front and features a nice metallic gold Triforce in the centre and the label credits below. Here's a look at the entire rear spread, and surprisingly this vinyl also features some text on the spine, which, as I mentioned in my previous video, is something I personally really appreciate. Just being able to find something really quick on the shelf is a big bonus, no matter which way you look at it. Out of every record that I currently own, Hero of Time is probably the nicest in terms of aesthetics. A great deal of care has been put into the artistic design, and I feel that the inside sleeves reflect this better than any other part of the package. The sleeve of the first disc houses some artwork of Kokiri Forest, with track listings for sides A and B on the left and right respectively. I really love the storybook, fairy tale-like aesthetic which the artwork of this release gives off. It manages to capture the Legend of Zelda spirit of wonder that we all probably experience playing the games at some point. The sleeve of the second disc mirrors the first, instead featuring artwork of the path to Death Mountain, the fairy symbolising the ocarina notes of the first sleeve instead replaced with falling boulders, meaning it can be switched out with the first sleeve to fill the ocarina on the cover with red instead of green, if you'd prefer that. It also has the track listings for side C and D listed in the same manner. The discs themselves are really nice in this release, with disc 1 being a semi-transparent green colour with white splatters, and the second disc being an opaque purple with white merge. The use of the heart container pieces to signify which side of the disc is which is a brilliant and unique system which matches up with the game nicely. Finally, I'll play a little bit of the first song from disc A, Hero of Time, to give you a small idea of the audio quality. And that's it, a look at music of Ocarina of Time, recorded by an orchestra and released on vinyl. Thanks for watching.